Use this one sales trick in your dating life to be the difference between a girl actually showing up to a date or canceling on you at the last minute. So I was talking to one of my dating coaching students, and he was telling me about this conversation they had with a girl where he did the right thing. He called her, talked for 10 minutes. And at the end of that 10 minutes, he pitched the date. But as they were setting up the date, she put a little disclaimer on it. She was like, hey, I might also be busy that day. Now, women will oftentimes give themselves a little out. So they'll kind of signal to you what's going to happen for the day of the date when you're talking to them on the phone. If they're not really that interested, they're going to give themselves an out in case they have something better that they want to do for that day, or just for whatever reason, if they haven't decided that they really like you that much. So even though this guy did the right thing by setting a date for a specific day and a specific time, okay, he failed to recognize the fact that she's basically telling him right there on the phone that she's probably going to be busy that day. And so what you want to do when you identify the fact that this girl's probably going to flake out by the things that she's saying is to do what they call the takeaway. And what the takeaway is simply, you're just like, hey, do you want to meet up on whatever day? And she's like, yeah, maybe. I could probably do that. It's just that my friend's coming into town, so I'll have to kind of see how it goes. But yeah, I'll agree to it for now. And you can sense that lack of enthusiasm and that lack of really nailing down a solid day and time. And you just say something like this, like, hey, you know what? It sounds like you're going to be really busy. So why don't we just do it some other time? Now, if the girl really likes you, what she's going to do is offer alternate availability. She'll be like, no. Let's go out. It's just that let's do it at this time instead. But if she just lets you walk, in other words, cancel the idea of a date altogether without trying to schedule some other time or whatever, you have everything you need to know about where you stand with this girl. Now, it could just be that this girl is never really going to be that interested in you. She's always going to be sitting on the fence, and just for whatever reason, you're not the type of guy that's that compelling to her. But the other thing is, it could be your game. In other words, you need to get better at putting a girl in her feels by hyping up the conversation, teasing her a little bit, having fun on the phone. These things are skills that will help you motivate that girl to want to show up to the date. So yes, you want to be calling girls on the phone. You want to be chatting for 10, 15 minutes and setting definite dates at the end of those phone calls. But when it comes to setting that definite date, if the girl's sounding wishy-washy, don't be afraid to take away the offer. If they like you, they're going to find a way to help you make it happen. Now, while you can read about these things in books and watch them in videos, you can really only learn these things through experience. So if you want help from somebody who's already been down the path and gotten the result, click on my picture right here and then click the link in my profile and either apply for one-on-one coaching or join my men's community.